So tell us your names and where you're from.
Awesome. My name's Jaimie Osborn.
And Gabe Dominelli.
And we're in the Wichita, Kansas area.
Okay, awesome. And you guys got some deals driving for dollars. First, I want to ask you, why did you start driving for dollars?
So initially we started driving for dollars because we didn't have any money when we started.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, that's really, it was a very low cost way to start driving for dollars. And to really get the most property, we just kind of set up an idea that we were going to spend, an hour a day was really the time frame, and start driving to kind of just build that up with the little cash that we had.
That's awesome. And so tell us about a deal you did. How many deals have you done with DealMachine?
Last year we did 6 deals with DealMachine.
Awesome. And so tell us about one of those. How did it go? Like, when did you add it? How many postcards did you market to them? Did you cold call them?
So we have never used the actual mailing feature, which I've heard a lot of great things about. But so what we do is, he's always been the best person to drive. So he would legitimately go out an hour a day, 5 days a week, 7 days a week, and go ahead and just pick a chunk out of space, and use the feature and go ahead and drive through. At the end of the week, I would go ahead and export that CSV file, batch skip it, and then we would cold call all of those leads.
Awesome. And do you guys use a specific script from somewhere, or
We are part of TTP, so shout out to Brent Daniels.
Hey, plug in right there, Brent.
TTP program. So we use his program and his script for cold calling.
That's awesome. So you guys just did the cold calling yourselves?
At that time, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So tell us where this is kind of taking you. How many properties did you have to add to get that first deal with driving for dollars? Do you know, roughly?
I would say probably 150 to 200. Would you agree?
Probably first deal that we did with driving for dollars was 150 to 200. We were driving already a little bit, old school.
Yeah, writing it down.
And
yeah.
then we would use the Google Notes thing.
Yeah.
And
It was a lot of time wasted.
And then we'd have to put a blocker in there that would say, okay, we stopped here, and now these are the new ones. Yeah.
We had a map too that we mapped out where we drove,
highlight
a big
it.
map on our
Oh
wall.
my gosh,
So-
your office was probably just really
Which was our living
lot.
room.
Yeah. Living
Oh
room
my
office.
gosh.
So our living room was like that, yeah.
That's so awesome. So now you told me a little bit, you have drivers now that drive for you?
Yep. We
Okay.
have a couple drivers that drive for us now, so it makes it a lot easier, a lot more time for us to focus on our business, not in our
I can
business.
see who's actually driving, so this person's name will show up, so we can divvy up who's driving and then be able to pay them accordingly. And
So that was my next question, how do you pay them? Because they're
We pay
a lot.
them per hour,
Okay.
and we have a criteria on how many we require of them to put in the DealMachine app per hour, and we pay them $10 an hour.
That's awesome. And you feel like that keeps them pretty motivated so far?
Yes, because we also pay them 10% of the deal that comes through, because these are family members too. So we try to give more incentive to have them go out and things like that.
No, that's great. And we tell people to go to do family members and friends first because they're just easier to talk to when you're first getting started.
Yep.
And when you don't have a whole lot of money starting out, it's easier to pay them. They're understanding. I do that with mine at least. But yeah, so where is 2020 taking you? What's the new goals, or how many, properties are you wanting to put in? What kind of stuff for 2020?
big goals, huge goals for 2020. We're really focusing right now. We've finally gotten that solid base for our business, so we're really focusing on expanding smart, appropriately,
right,
and doing that right, making sure that we have our finances and things like that in order, tracked appropriately with the bookkeeper, and then go ahead and pushing our marketing sources. Max Maxwell, amazing conference at We Live, actually, that's where we're at right now.
If you guys have not checked out We Live, you guys need to
amazing.
come. It is an amazing conference.
But Max Maxwell uses kind of like a conveyor belt method, right?
Right.
And he kind of divvies it down. So making sure that our marketing sources are handing off one another and playing out in the correct way and looking to increase our deal flow per month.
Yeah, and
That's
DealMachine
awesome.
is one of those ways in driving for dollars. So we hope to at least get 12 properties this year just from DealMachine.
Yes.
So last year we got 6. This year we're adding double it, 12 deals just from DealMachine, which is one of the 4.
Yep.
One
And
of the 3
especially
methods.
expanding out, we're going into the Delaware Philly market. So
Hey.
being able to use that in 2 different locations is awesome.
Yeah, that's great. So you guys just started doing any kind of real estate investing this last year?
Year and a half ago.
Okay, so would you be comfortable saying like how much you made last year in your deals?
Last year we were just shy of $200,000.
Holy hell.
On accident, we ended up flipping a property, but I mean 95% of that income was strictly from wholesaling.
Okay.
All assignment fees, and then there was a chunk there where we decided to flip one that was a little bit of revenue as well. But
do you guys want to get into like flipping or buy and hold or anything?
I do. I would eventually like to, raise that private funding, do single family, and then once I really figure that out, scale up. We both like to scale into the multifamily.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So why Delaware and Philly? I just have to ask.
I'm from there.
That makes way more sense. Yes. I'm like, you're all in Kansas. You're just going to go
Yeah.
way up in the east.
We spun the globe. And
Yeah.
So you know people up there.
Yeah, so actually my dad's a huge real estate investor up there.
Got it.
One of my best friends is a general contractor. My brother's a realtor. So
You got boots on the ground.
we have boots on the ground. There's a lot of connections that he's made over the past 35 years investing. So we've actually started marketing up there already.
Awesome.
So we'll see where that takes us in 2020.
Awesome. So I have to ask you guys, because you're a husband and wife duo, I always wonder when people start doing that, what are the struggles at first and what do you have to learn about working with one another? See, it's a good one.
when you start making the face, and it's good. Communication.
Yeah.
Communication. It's really, that's it. I mean, it is really it. Making sure you're checking in with each other and making sure that your relationship conversations aren't crossing into the business conversations.
Okay.
Like if you're having, say, we don't have kids or anything like that, but say something happened, in our personal situation. Well, when you're talking about business, you need to cut that part off and not let there's emotions there, not let those transfer into, hey, this is an hour, we're going to talk about what went well this week, what didn't go well, and this is the time to do that, period. The Polites did a good job earlier. They were talking about how, like, when they even go on appointments together, they said, is this person your husband or wife, or is this your business partner? They refer to the other person as their partner.
That was a nugget we got, which is really good. But
Yeah.
Another thing, though, is 100% early in our business, we were crossing over. Number one thing I can tell any couple out there that's working together, partnership, know your role. Know your role, split them up, do not cross over.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
You will save yourself so much trouble, so much confrontation.
And have faith that the other person is doing well in their lane.
Yes.
Because everybody's going to make mistakes in their lane, but have faith that they're going to course correct and
Give them the benefit of the doubt that it's not like they did this on purpose. They may just be learning through what's happening.
Yep. So there's no miscommunication on if something went wrong in my lane, it's my fault.
Yeah.
Something went wrong in her lane, she takes her responsibility, and then we work it out.
Right.
That's awesome. I always wonder that because I feel like it can either make or break you as a couple as well.
Oh, you learn a lot
You
from
do
each
learn
other.
so much.
So you think
I
you know each
feel-
other
yeah.
dating, you go into business for each other. You
really
know.
figure
You'll
it out.
really know.
Yeah.
So have you guys moved from the living room? Are you moved into another room of some sort for like your business? You don't have the map up on the wall in the living room, or you still got that?
No, we still have. We don't have the map up
We
on
have
the
a
wall.
section.
We have a section that we do.
We have a
so
desk.
so we have a desk and area that we focus on, but we also have a lot of virtual stuff. So we have a lot of virtual employees now.
That's awesome.
So they work from home, we work from home, but myself and her included like to get out of the house.
Oh, for sure.
So we go, there's a library up the street that I time in probably like four days a week that I get my own office space.
Yeah.
And I can do whatever I want in outside. You look at the city. It's actually nice. She goes to different coffee shops.
Depending on which coffee shop you're feeling on any given.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So we get out.
They all have different like little
Vibes,
Yes,
yeah.
and so you're like, I feel edgy today. No, I feel like really chill.
I want a pastry. No.
Right, exactly. Oh, I wanted to ask you on the administrative side.
Yeah.
So you guys have drivers and you're going into a different market. Do you take a certain day out of the week that you go through and approve properties or like export? You said you did that when you guys were together and you just did it on the weekend. Is there a day that you're like, I'm exporting this day? Are you doing it multiple days a week? Like,
When there's times that I've been consistent, so that is something that is a current challenge for me that I am getting better at every day.
Yeah.
It used to be Sundays. I was very, very committed that Sundays was my day. I export that day, so then that way, because we typically wouldn't drive Sundays is why.
Right.
So typically Sunday was us day, church day, those kinds of things, and then admin work in the evening, and then Monday would be a fresh driving
Gotcha.
start of the week, and I found that that's worked best.
I was about to say, because I just wondered with people, the lack of follow through is always a problem. So like if you have like a set schedule, that was what I was.
Yep, Sunday, and then I mean, that's just our personal schedule, what we do. Our Sundays are very predictable because we have that. We do go to church, and so we really work around that. So it was just an easy reminder day.
And are you guys still cold calling, or do you have people that cold call for you?
We have people that cold call for us now.
That's nice.
So just strict cold call.
And you're just able to just keep scaling.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, now plug in your social media.
Yes, and so we cover everything. I mean, we'll take you out on different properties. We talk a little bit about things that we've learned too. So if you guys are on Instagram, we're JLS Helps Homeowners on Instagram, at J as in Jamie, LS Helps Homeowners, and then same thing on Facebook as well. So.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing something soon here, guys, for couples too. I know the
That's
got some
great.
things, so follow us, and we'll have some content for you.
Yep.
That's so great. Okay, well, thanks guys so
Thank
much.
you.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Awesome.